Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell. Time for the 5th round. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Can't land that jab. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You don't want to trade shots. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working. Here we go in the 6th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
The counter lands. Johnny, whoa, wait a minute! Sugar Ray's in trouble! Sugar Ray is down! Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight's capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
They're going to pick things up halfway through the round here.
It's not for ever hope. Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. So much for boxing. This is a fight. They have no respect for each other's punching power. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
I love the response, though. Got back up.
Here comes round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Swing and a miss with that hook. That left hook just missed. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he does. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, you know what? I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back.
Round 8, and we're off again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Both men step back for just a moment. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Swing and a miss with the hook. Big whiff with the right hook. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. The judges have spoken a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected.
Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
It's time. So here is Saul Sugar Ray Leonard. He, of course, won world. This bout is scheduled. One of the hottest tickets around. The build up to this fight has been incredible. Both of these men verbally sparring for weeks, and now they get it on for real. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. That jab doesn't score. Well, there's no business like show business, and this is the most unique play anyone will ever see in this theater. Mano a mano.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think...
Whoa, Johnny! Canelo Alvarez just got rocked in a big way. No, we don't see a knockdown.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Tough to be a judge in this fight, as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Got out of the way of that right hook. They both want the knockout. The charts action from both of these fighters. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and... Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and start it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Time they throw a shot, they get countered. If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
Counter punches.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, Leonard just got rocked. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
This has been a very competitive round as we reach the midway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. Swing and a miss with that hook. Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Got caught.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
The bell,
The bell rings and we start the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
These are my kind of fight. He's boxing on the edge of the ring, using the jab, using the footwork, moving left to right. It's like a bull in a matador.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Right hook just missed. That hook was off target. And he misses with the left uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match? There's the bell for round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Sugar Ray's in trouble. Sugar Ray is down. Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
We need to turn this around halfway through.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Both men step back for just a moment. You'd like to see more jabs. As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. You've got to wonder. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
A perfect counter shot. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. The jab doesn't quite connect. Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. The straight right just misses. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second,
On to the 6th round. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
No rest for the weary. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Alvarez in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
Relax. I need you to switch back and get focused. Get me that right hand. Beautiful.
Fuck you, bro. You want me to stand there and get hit?
Say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's
That's what he wants. He wants me to stand there and get hit. I've been in the center of the square, doodling on you all fucking fight, bro. You got a goddamn monster right there, and you want me to stand there and get hit? Fuck out of here.
He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
If you're a vet, though, thanks for your service. Appreciate it.
This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable. Drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
This fight has a real good flow to it. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax, because you know what you can do in the gym.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alvarez in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. And they're back at it again here in round 8. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on there. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. Missing with the hook. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight, you'll get knocked out. It's always fascinating to watch two good welterweights because they've got blurry hand speed and good power.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. And that's it, a unanimous decision win.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game.
Yo, running through more, landed more, through more, landed more. But I was running. Love that. I was wound right in the middle of the circle. Let's clip this.